chapter of the move, the bookie Elijah Guest, and my co-host is R.B. Richard Bird on the right hand. Get on a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, I need some more energy than that. Y'all is still living. It ain't 12 midnight. It is only 9 something. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, I have another special guest. My sister, my young queen, Princess from Beauty Bar, VH1 reality hit TV show right now. Give her a round of applause, my girl, Princess. Give her a round of applause, give her a round of applause. Come on, come on, come on. Need some energy, y'all. And you know I got my big brother right here, Paris Belafonte. He's still with us again, enjoying this moment. So check this out. We're going to do a little bit of an interview and try to find out some more information real quick for the sister, Princess. How you doing, Queen?
I'm amazing this evening. Hey, everybody.
So let's get right into it. What exactly inspired you? To those that don't know, you are a hairstylist, a celebrity hairstylist at that. What inspired you to get into hair? With all these degrees you have, and all this, education you have behind, what made you get into that originally?
Honestly, it was passion. Passion inspired me to trump my degrees and to stick with my God-given talent, which is hair and makeup. I want to shout out my mom who's in the back. My mom is in the back, and she is the one who actually helped instill the hair beautification skill set into me. I was 2 years old when I started braiding. My mom did hair when I was growing up. I was born in the Bronx, and she stayed at home and raised me. Anyone who's out there who won't send their kids to daycare until they can speak, that was my mom. So she made sure that I had everything I needed as a child. I was home with her, and as she raised me and homeschooled me, she would do clients and do hair. And I would sit and just grill her clients. What do you do? How much money do you make? And I would actually start braiding hair since 2 years old. Anybody remembers that coat that had the tassels on it back in the day? I would ride the train and ride the bus and braid my mom's coat, like a jacket. Okay, so that went on to just mastering it, self-taught. I've never, even though I've been in cosmetology school, I've never taken a wig class, a weaving class, a braiding class. I've never taken a makeup class, and now I do celebrity hair and makeup. So I really wanted to stick with the passion. And then my mom pushing me to really fine-tune my skill.
Nice. Give a round of applause for that for my sister Princess again. Yeah. So really quickly, that being stated, how did it stumble across you to get on this show, Beauty Bar? Like, how did that happen originally as well?
Wow, Beauty Bar actually really fell into my lap. I never auditioned. Once again, when I tell you God is real and God is good, I have to give him all the praise first and foremost. Okay? Even for giving me my mom. You know, it actually just fell into my lap. I was working uptown in the Heights, Inwood, Washington Heights area, and I was always the only black girl working at every salon that I worked in the area. You know, it's a lot of Dominicans and Spanish there, and they really was intrigued by my skill. They wanted me to come into their hood and do the braids and do the sew-ins. And the first day I went to the salon to get my nails done. I was going as a customer, and then they had heard about me. They heard about Princess Who Travels because I moved here from Atlanta and I do a lot of hair already. So they heard about me from the nail tech, and they gave me my job. They asked me before I even finished my filling, do you want to work at the shop? I'm like, okay, cool. The first day that I went to work at the salon, agency production company was scouting the salon and their stylist for a show. So it just happened. Like, everything was by God's design, you know. I never asked for that job at the salon, and then I got to the salon and never asked to be on TV. So they interviewed me. They loved my personality. Once again, I was the only black girl who worked there, and I didn't have any competition, but I had something that stood out to them. And, you know, they kept doing more grooming for the show and production, and it just landed in VH1's, you know, network.
So give a round of applause for Princess one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Give me some of that energy, that love you guys got all in your beautiful hearts. Alright? So that being stated as well, what do you think we should be looking forward to when we tune in to the next second season of Beauty Bar? What are we looking forward to with Princess moving forward?
When it comes to Princess, you're going to look forward to seeing me develop even more when it comes to being a business mogul. I don't want to continue to always work for someone, but I want to give opportunities to others by being a owner and an entrepreneur myself. So you'll see me grow in the Latino community, one. You'll see my hairline grow as it reaches more heads, and you'll see me touch more lives on season 2 for sure. Yeah.
So real, give me a round of applause for my sister Princess again, y'all. So one of the things that I do, to those that don't know what I do, I go by the name of the book of Eli. And I was named by a whole group I used to work with back in the day. It's called Soul For Real. Shout out to my whole fam over there. That being stated, I've noticed that you keep saying opportunities kept coming to you and coming to you and coming to you. And I feel like that's the Taurus thing we got going on. We hungry, we Tauruses. I'm May 11th. You what again?
May 12th.
May 12th. So this is my sister, my Taurus sister. So that being stated, what do you feel like makes you so unique? Because I remember we had a conversation on the phone about, because I support something and I own called The Womb, W-O-E-M. That's in the back of us, The Womb Women Empowerment, and also HBT, I'm the CEO of that. And The Womb itself is about uplifting women of all shapes and sizes and all colors. And that being stated, when you see a sister or a woman, white, black, Spanish, I don't care who you're a woman. And when you're a man and you think you're a man by disrespecting and disowning a woman, you're corny. Straight cheese, you feel me? So as The Womb, what I do is I show by example by supporting women that have gone through domestic violence, rape, abuse, things of that nature, because it's real. And we don't help our own people and support our people. When I say people, people of color specifically. That's very important because no one's coming to your hood to save you. It's called gentrification. When they come in your hood, that's all they're gonna do, is gentrify. But we gotta come together and support our people as much as possible. And I remember me and my sister was talking about how mommy support the domestic violence and things of that nature. You're very passionate as well. I say, yo sis, we definitely gotta get you on the show and talk about how we could come and make it bigger. Because genuinely, you ain't gonna do nothing without any money. That's what real people do. When you have money, you invest in your own people, all that jealousy and greed and fakeness, just keep that to the door. That's no growth in that. Man plan, but God always have a better plan. That's how I move. And I learned that from my mother. Mom, put your hands up. That's my mama right there. Give her a applause for my mama, Miss Harmon. You feel me? That's my mother. You feel me? So back to you, Princess. What exactly, I know you can't talk for mommy, but you can probably paraphrase. What exactly inspires you to want to be a supporter of the domestic side as well?
I am actually a survivor of domestic violence. I was in an abusive relationship for about 5 years, and I was able to escape that relationship, and that's when I actually moved back here to New York 2 years ago. And that's when I got the opportunity for the show. So I was very hesitant to leave the relationship. It occurred in Atlanta where I had my child, and I was scared to leave her. I had the support of my mom, who is also a survivor of domestic violence awareness. And she showed me that you can persevere through that, and it doesn't break you down. She's an author and a public speaker, and the book is called Run For Your Life. My mom's the author of a book. It's about surviving domestic violence and how to change your life in wellness and financial wellness as well. She has an annual cruise that is awareness. It's the Run For Your Life annual cruise, where we do workshops and trainings and engagements for not only women but for men. Because men are abused, or not even for someone who's abused, but you might know someone who's abused and how you can help save their life. So it's prevention, it's awareness, and that really pushed me, not only to see my mom, but then for me to double back. It pushed me to pursue my dreams so that my daughter would not go through that. My mom wanted to break the cycle, and I don't know how she feels of the fact that I've been through it, you know, but I feel like we still can win if we can make sure that not only our generations, but other generations don't go through it. So I would say that being a survivor is what really pushes me every day to live my dreams.
Thank you. Give a round of applause for that. Now to my brother Paris, hearing Princess, bit of a story from a businessman that have gone through so many ups and downs. What is your advice, or what is your knowledge that you could break down and or bring to the table how we could make this bigger and grow as unifying each other, to your perspective?
So I would say, like, whatever you want to do, study all the people that did it before you. And like when I started Floss Magazine, I was kind of trying to figure out, like, I didn't have the money to like bring this whole concept to the world or to the nation. So how could I bring the nation to the concept? And I read about a gentleman, I forget his name, Bronson from Virgin Airlines, a billionaire. So I used to, Richard Bronson, yeah, I used to read about him a lot. And I saw there was a situation where he kind of took what he wanted to do and found where all the people that he needed was going to be at, and he took what he wanted to do to them. So I used that concept to create samples of Floss magazine and what it was going to be like, and I took it to what was called a magic show. I mean, it's still around, a magic show in Las Vegas. It's a big like fashion show. A lot of urban hip-hop people were there, you know, are there every year or whatever, it's twice a year. So you had like over 20,000 people there. We created 10,000 magazines. And there were 3 stadiums, one for men, one for women, and one for children. And we spent like 4 days just going from booth to booth to booth, handing out the magazine and taking business cards.
And then that worked?
Yeah, absolutely. Then when we got back to the office that Monday, it took us about 3 or 4 days to send emails out to everybody. You know what I mean? So I didn't have the money to do that type of marketing if I wanted to, but we found a spot. So that's what I would say, man. Just Floss been around for a little bit more than 15 years.
Pick up the floor, pick up the floor.
So that's what I would suggest, because like when you read the people, plus I mean it lets you know that you can make it, because there's no such thing as an overnight success. It just always looks that way. But when you read about people, like you learn 50 Cent, you look at him now, he's on top of the world. A lot of people forgot when he got shot 9 times. You know, a lot of people forgot when flexing him was dissing him because he was fat, this and that and that. And he had that record on robbing industry niggas. You know, but after he did his thing, everybody embraced him because he overcame adversity. So it's like, it's great to read about those people, because when you think you got it bad, I mean, there's way worse out there, you know. And one day, like for example, I was praying to God for a certain thing, and the thought of LeBron James came to my mind in the middle of my prayers, because it was like, are you ready? Like, did you see what LeBron did do in the championship a couple of years ago? Are you ready to lose 3 games in a row and still have confidence enough that you could win 4 to take the championship? And that's kind of, you know, that's kind of the challenges you gotta face sometimes. And just believe in yourself and don't give up no matter what, because I mean, you already lost if you give up. So just always fight, you know, just always fight for whatever you believe in. Just always fight and keep fighting.
Give her an applause for Paris Belfonte, y'all. So check this out. I need to know, how can I get y'all beautiful people to work together, because I love the energy and the dynamic of my sister and my brother working together, because it seems like it's a beautiful, something big can happen out of here. Especially bringing awareness to my beautiful women out here that have gone through struggles, that are still going through struggles. Leave it if it's a struggle. Always progress and keep pushing yourself to the next level, you feel me? Progress, excuse me, and get yourself to the next level by believing in whoever you believe in the Most High. You dig? I want to leave you as it is. I'm the Bookie Eli. Thank you for coming out, y'all. A support. One.